Hey, what's up? How you doing, my dear language learning masters? Well, welcome to Natural Languages, where you're going to learn how you can learn any language while enjoying the process every step of the way. That's right. And today, I wanted I wanted to tell you about a specific little trick that I think you're going to be, not blown away, but you're going to find it super interesting and useful. Believe me. Because it's not a huge thing. It's just a little tweak, little twist or tweak that is really going to help you out. Believe me. And I believe this is super useful for intermediate speakers, but even for advanced speakers, it's going to be great. Believe me. Yeah. So yeah. So let's go right into it. Yeah, I'm just going to share my screen with you guys for a second. So here's my screen. Here's Netflix, all right? And you know, a lot of people are using Netflix to learn languages, including myself, because it's great. Okay, that's plain and simple, right? But people wanting to learn Spanish or to improve their Spanish, what they're doing, most of them is they go on to look for, you know, La Casa de Papel or La Casa de las Flores or El Ministerio del Tiempo, you know, like the famous Spanish-speaking series or original Spanish-speaking series, okay, from Spain or Mexico or Colombia, etc. And that's good. Don't get me wrong, that's perfect. You know, like watch them because they're awesome, all right? So there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, okay? But what usually people do is they try to watch the original version or they use subtitles, like the original version with subtitles. And again, that's good. Actually, here's my opinion on the use of subtitles, okay? But you know, as long as you keep them in your target language, Spanish in this case, they're okay. All right. But anyway, yeah, here's my opinion on the use of subtitles, in case you're interested. In case you're interested, okay. And but instead of doing that, what you can do is you can actually, you know, instead of trying to watch an original Spanish series, you can go into your account, okay, and change the language of the entire account. All right. Yeah, now it's in Portuguese because I'm changing languages all the time. Netflix is crazy with me. So you go to your settings and you set your language to Spanish. Okay. And then instead of picking a Spanish speaking or original Spanish speaking series, you can pick an American series, for instance, which is the majority of them, right? And watch the dub version. Right? And you know, many people, I see many people talk about how they don't like dub versions. I understand why, I get it, but for language learning purposes, it's just amazing. And I'm going to tell you why in a second. For those of you intermediate speakers, I'm 100% sure you can relate to this, and advanced speakers, some of you as well. When you're watching, and let's focus on Spanish because this works for every language, but let's focus on Spanish here, okay? If you're watching La Casa de Papel, for instance, and because it's an original Spanish series, sometimes you don't really understand what they're saying, or it's more difficult than you thought, right? And why is that? Because they're native speakers, okay? They're speaking like they would in the street. I mean, not exactly, but I mean fast and not always clear, okay? I mean, it depends on the actor or actress, of course, but in general, they speak faster, they speak like the word in straight, and there are also like some national or even regional jokes that you might not get, all right? However, if you watch, say, an American series dubbed into Spanish, the dub version is always easier to understand. You know, they speak slower, a bit clearer, a bit more clear, excuse me. So, you know, believe me, that's really powerful because, you know, it might not sound like a lot or like a big difference, but believe me, I mean, give it a try, especially intermediate speakers, but advanced as well. Because actually I've seen it with many of the languages that I speak, with Portuguese or Italian and French. When I try to watch an original Italian series or original French series or original Brazilian series, Depending on the series, it might be tough at times. Okay. However, if I mean, like everything, comprehensible input is the key to the entire process. So if you watch an original series and you understand it, great, go ahead. I actually love, or I actually prefer watching original series if I can, of course. I understand that, and I agree. But especially when you're not there yet, you can start watching other series dubbed into Spanish in this case. Okay, and believe me, you'll see how different it is, or how much appropriate it is. But again, tell yourself the truth on whether you understand what you're listening to or not. That's all you need. Okay, but give this little tweak a try, because believe me, it's going to make a difference, and it's going to give you access to series in general when you might not be ready to sort of watch original series. Okay, like in other videos I talk about cartoons and documentaries, etc. So I understand that we want to get to the point in which we can understand series and movies because they're super interesting. All right, but and in this case, in the case of Spanish, you want to be able to understand La Casa de Papel or La Casa de las Flores or Ministerio del Tiempo, etc. And I understand that and I agree with it. Okay, nothing wrong. But it might be a little bit beyond your comprehension ability. So using this little trick is going to give you access to series right away. All right, and I know it might be a little weird to like see the actors and like I don't know if you're trying to like the Libre got stuck there. Like their lips are not synced with the actual audio. Yeah, it might be weird at the beginning, but you get used to it, and it's super useful when it comes to learning languages. Believe me. So yeah, that's it. That's the little tweak or little tip that I wanted to give you today. Believe me, give it a try because it's super useful. Yeah. So with that being said, thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel right here. And here's another interesting video, that you're going to enjoy, and it's going to help you understand how the language process actually works. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, everyone.